The best smooth jazz radio show. This is Rod Lucas. Welcome. It's All Right Here with Peter White and Smooth Sailing. And before that, Gail Johnson and Feel Good, BSJ.
Come to the BSJ store and help keep Best Smooth Jazz on the air. Get the new BSJ t-shirt, a vest or a hoodie. How about a mouse mat or a cool BSJ baseball cap? A pair of Best Smooth socks, maybe a dish towel, or perhaps a BSJ coaster for your smooth wine. You'll love the new BSJ beanie hats for that warm glow. All money raised goes straight back into Best Smooth Jazz, helping to keep us on the air. Go to bsjstore.com for quality Best Smooth gifts. Go on, treat yourself. bsjstore.com. That's bsjstore.com.
Rod Lucas. Roddy Lucas. London Smooth Jazz. Capital's new smooth. It's Rod Lucas. It's Rod Lucas. Smooth Jazz.
This is Rod Lucas on Best Smooth Jazz.
和来自伦敦的 Rod Lucas 一起收听最棒的抒情爵士乐，享受电视原声音乐，观看精彩节目，就在 bsjtv.com。
Yes, that is the one at Best Smooth Jazz, the radio and TV thing. Wherever you are, whoever you are, and all that jazz, welcome to Best Smooth Jazz Radio, a commercial-free box of chocolates. Been another crazy one around the world, hasn't it? Dedicating that to Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister here in the UK, Louis Shelton, and I Want You Back at the Best Smooth Jazz. What's going on? Anything exciting happening, like I'm always saying here? Instrumental smooth jazz is what we do. I do love that from Louis Shelton, and before that, Ramsey Lewis. Still wading in the grooves. Best smooth jazz. Feeling good, aren't we?
I'm feeling very good. How are you
Well,
feeling?
you're looking good. Oh, I'm all right. Not too bad. You know, could have been better, but not too bad.
Oh, you're very good. Good.
Well, thanks for hitting all the right buttons at the wrong times.
Well, as long as you're getting the right buttons at the right time.
Yeah, younger generation, you cannot trust them. You know what I mean? Great that you could be with us again on the TV show, whether you're watching it live or later on YouTube. Welcome to podcasters. Find us now on Spotify and the Google place where they do all their podcasts. And I still think we're doing iTunes, if iTunes are indeed still going. On Best Smooth Jazz, it's great to have you along. Hello!
Hi Rod, this is Barry from Redditch. Thanks for playing those smooth grooves you do all the time. I collect vinyls, and thanks to you, you've opened up my mind to different artists. Continue playing those jams, and I'd just like to say, you're still off the chain.
Oh, Barry, thank you. In Redditch, Best Smooth Jazz playing Ray Fuller. Rod Lucas Sr.
And Rod Lucas Jr.
Yeah, we're here on the Best Smooth Jazz. Nothing too noisy this time around on this session. That's Ray Fuller featuring the late George Duke. That's Friday, Best Smooth Jazz. And Rod's been trying out, is it a 4K screen?
It most certainly is. I've been experimenting with a bit of a bigger screen recently, seeing if I can get a few things working watching the show, seeing what things look like.
Yeah, but that close up, I mean, this, how big is it?
32 inch, I think it is.
Yeah, it's a bit like sitting in front of a cinema, isn't it, when you're that close? I couldn't take that one.
I'm starting to not be able to take it, but I think it's pretty much alright at the moment.
Alright. So what's best for a 4K screen then? That is the thing.
Definitely 32 inch, but make sure you have internet and a graphics card capable of powering it.
Yes. What, like an electricity grid or something?
Oh yes, a whole electricity, well, a nuclear power station, I think.
Nuclear power station to power those things. Well, they're going to slow the internet down, aren't they?
Well, sometimes, but not too much.
Would you recommend a 4K screen?
I most certainly would to anyone that wants to try one.
Yeah, he's been testing one out. And has to go back in a couple of weeks, isn't it?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, a couple of weeks.
You're on the best smooth jazz. Now, this is Ron Hines. Smooth Jazz with Ron Hines and So Sexy at Best Smooth Jazz. That's the title of the tune from about 2009. Love that trumpet sound he's got there. This is new from Kim Scott on Best Smooth Jazz. Just getting into the show today. Hope you're good wherever you are. So sorry to hear about the island of Bahamas. BBC Pictures, I just can't believe it. Kim Scott featuring Jonathan Fritzen, brand new. we heard Kim Scott from the new album. You heard the track called Emerge, featuring Jonathan Fritzen. And from the year 2000, South Beach Mambo, the Rippingtons, when I think they were at their very, very best. Weren't quite the same since about 2005, in my humble opinion. And we've got some more super flowers today.
We have, and you are indeed humble. Now, what we have today are some beautiful sunflowers and some thistles and some lilies in there.
Well, that's nice to see some lilies with some sunflowers, and they make a spectacular return because they're still about in some places.
Yes, and they are quite seasonal, but these are gorgeous, aren't they? They've really perked up in the last 2 days.
We sort of had to think, what sort of flowers should we have for the show? Oh, I do like those sunflowers.
I know, I do it just for you, and I'm really worried about what to get, every time we do it, but these are super.
And I say to you every year, why don't we plant some?
And we do, but they don't do very well in our garden, do they?
No, we'll give it another go. All those environmental changes and everything. Maybe they need crazy summers and crazy winters.
Yeah, well, that is true. That's true.
Best smooth jazz. Oh, that's Angie. Who am I?
And that's Rod.
Yeah. Solly Silk and Easy Does It. I'd like to play you new tunes, some of those old tunes, stuff, all instrumental, smooth jazz. I want to say hello to special listeners on Solar Radio in the UK, to LMR Radio in Lusaka, and to Gaia FM in New Zealand. Three of the main stations who regularly play out best smooth jazz. Thank you, chaps. All the best to you. BSJ London, instrumental smooth jazz. And Angie's set on those wine soon. want to say hello to Bob Hannah, who's residing somewhere special right now. Rod, I'm in Strasbourg in France. Don't mention it. And I used to live in Who in the Medway area and enjoyed listening to your shows. Bob, thank you so much. Once heard, never forgotten. Do you know what I mean?
That's exactly right.
It's not that funny.
No, it was actually.
No.
And once heard, never forgotten. You won't let us forget, will you?
No one for you today.
Oh.
And what is it?
Well, exactly. What is it? It's a rioja, a really nice rioja from the Co-op, and you're going to love it, but I don't think you deserve it now.
Best Smooth Sunflowers. It's here. Welcome. Now, going back a few years here. Here are the Blue Nights, 1992. Last time I played this band was 6 years ago. Blue Nights. Dedicating that to Will in Greenville in Georgia in the United States. From us to you, sir. He came across them sometime and said, "Oh, would you play me some of that?" That's the 1250 Ocean Drive Blue Nights from 1992 on the Best Smooth Jazz. It was that Blue Night album, you think it was? Blue Night album. Must be on Spotify or somewhere. London's Best Smooth Jazz. Chilling at times, a little crazy at times, but always a smooth groove here. want to say hello to UND, the UND Environmental Training Institute. Thank you for getting in touch with us with Jazz and supporting us at the BSJ. So I'm going to say hello to Rishi. How are you, Rishi? Thank you so much for the old tropical bird pictures and all that jazz. To Jonathan Powell, who should be tuned in right now. Is that Keller Lodge in Australia? Thank you so much. Rod Lucas at hotmail.com. That's Rod Lucas at hotmail.com. Not a Rog, not a Ron or a Rob. It's an R-O-D. And thank you to Trish. I also got that. I'm not a great fan of Meghan Markle personally, nor Harry, for all sorts of things. So they need sorting out as far as the royals are concerned, with environmental issues in mind, which I didn't even have in mind, but they just drive me crazy, especially Meghan. Here's Ange.
And here I am indeed, and here are some lovely people to say hello to. Dave down Southwest Way. Hi to Dale in Cincinnati. Hi S. Dave Black, he's in Minneapolis. I'll say it quickly, but I'm not very good at pronouncing that. Hi to Lydia, of course. Reverend George is in New York City. Hi to you, my darling. Addicted to Sugar is baking angel food strudel, which is like heaven on a spoon. Can't wait to taste something like that. Randall's in Tampa, and Anonymous, thank you so much for your support, much appreciated. And Taz in London, of course.
Hi Taz, wasn't WKRP, that was Cincinnati, wasn't it? Or was that Minneapolis?
I think that was Minneapolis. Can't say it.
You can't say Minneapolis, can you?
Yeah, no, Minneapolis.
Yeah, she hasn't even started the wine. Best Smooth Jazz. Yeah, so that's Angie in the chat room. Some would say she's doing a great job, and I would too.
Minneapolis.
Yeah. Who cares, right? They know where they are.
Yeah.
Best Smooth Jazz. Whew. Hey, Sasha. In Salzbach, Saarland in Germany. Thank you for what you say about the show. Wishing you well. And also to Howard Jesko. Still with us, Howard? Hope you're doing all right now. The radio and TV show, Saturdays, 4 p.m. UK, 11 a.m. Eastern. Watch us on bestsmoothjazz.com. Or after the event, normally, as I'm always saying, get the shows up on YouTube after the live shows. It takes a couple of hours, but we make it happen for the most part. That's Gerald Albright and Slam Dunk. Bit of a party tune at Best Smooth Jazz. So have you had a sip?
I have, and we're having a bit of a party ourselves, aren't we? Yes, I have. It's very Spanish in its taste, and indeed it is. It's a Rioja, which is a Tempranillo grape. Sunshine on the tongue, quite dry. Could do with a bit of cheese with it, maybe.
Sunshine on the tongue?
Yeah, sunshine on the tongue.
I'd say it's more of a moonlight on the tongue.
Oh, bless you.
Actually, it's quite nice.
It is quite nice. We haven't had one.
It feels like it's a young wine.
It's 2017.
Well, that's young, ain't it?
Oh, we're all young if you look at it that way. Apart from you, of course, who's not young.
It's all right.
Yeah, well,
it's
the
going to
second
grow on me.
glass. Yeah, the second glass is usually better for you.
Yeah, we're only going to drink 5 bottles of that today, and we'll just...
Yeah, drink up, have another.
The Best Smooth Jazz. Here's Jack Lowe.
Rod Lucas. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
Thanks for your email, Lucy. My comments about Meghan Markle and Harry are long founded. The trouble with Meghan is that she thinks she's still in Hollywood, do you know what I mean? And you can't play Hollywood jetting about all over the place when you're a member of the royal family. It just doesn't work. And Harry, I don't know if he's still in love. Do you reckon he's still in love?
Yes.
I mean, you know, wears the trousers there, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. Well, there you go. She's a bit naughty, though, isn't she? She is naughty.
Yeah, well, she is naughty. Yeah.
She's no Lady Diana. She is no Lady Diana, and she's no Katie, because Katie is the one.
Ah, you like Katie, don't you?
I do. Well, she's the English Rose who behaves herself. Jessie J, saxophonist. Jessie J, and Tequila Moon, Best Smooth Jazz. More new tunes to come on this particular broadcast at Best Smooth Jazz. And here's Michael Fair. Sunflowers, Sunshine, and Best Smooth Jazz. What we got in the studio today? Partly cloudy, then the sun pops through, glistening upon your left shoulder.
It is,
bouncing off the glasses.
Yeah.
And hiding behind the bottle.
And tinting on the corkscrew, in fact. You see the colour of that on there? I bet you can't, can you?
Yeah. Because Ange, just before we opened it up, said, smell that
corkscrew, yeah. It was a bit cherry-like, wasn't it? When you cork a wine, when you take the cork out and you sniff the cork,
yeah,
if it's got a really strong, lovely smell, you think, good, we've got a nice treat coming up here.
Yeah, and when it clings to the glass, like
yes,
this one does.
When it does, actually.
So tell everyone who's listening today what this wine is.
This wine is Muriel Rioja. So it's Spanish. It's 2017. It's from the Co-op, and I got it because it's down from $8.99, which is quite expensive, down to about £6.50. So I thought, well, I'll get that and try it because I love a Rioja. It's a Tempranillo grape. It's quite rustic, I think. It's quite dry and rough around the edges.
I think it's mellow, but I can't get any taste out of it. You know, I just washing around my beautiful tongue.
Don't drink any more than Roger.
No, I'm saying it's no strawberry, there's no raspberry, there's no fruits there, no berries.
It's quite floral, though. It's a bit flowery. Yeah. There's no berries, you're right, and it's quite a good colour. It's quite dark. You'd think that it would be blackberry or cherry, like we got from the cork, but no, it's
It's not deep.
I think it's deep.
It's rounded, like myself.
Yes. I think it's actually quite nice. I mean...
No, I don't think it's quite nice. I wouldn't buy it again.
You wouldn't? Well, I did. I bought it, so you don't have to.
You never bought 2 bottles of that, did you?
No, I never buy 2 bottles of anything in case you don't like it, Rod.
Just do as you're told.
Well, you didn't tell me, did you? You are naughty.
Best Smooth Wines here. This is Third Force. To Malcolm in Walnut Creek, California. I bet that's a dream to live in. I love that address.
It sounds beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah. Why do all Americans have great addresses?
You're right, they sound amazing, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the best to you, Malcolm.
He's having a t-shirt. They shouldn't look like us because our t-shirts are so beautiful, aren't they?
Is he ordered it this week?
Yep. Yep,
oh,
on
that's
its way.
The same guy.
It's on its way, yeah.
Yes, we'll talk about the best Smooth Jazz merchandise to help us keep on the air, because the server company is now charging us double for the secure server certificates, which everyone needs, or you don't get indexed by Google. Third Force, and that is Sweet Surrender from 2000, the year 2000, from Collective Force. That was rather nice. I thought when I was choosing the music today, I thought I will slip that in because it's quite nice. And I hardly ever play any Third Force on the best Smooth Jazz. How are you? Welcome to the radio and TV show. This will go up as a podcast in all those places. And you can join us on the stream 24 hours a day. Download the Best Smooth Jazz app from all those usual places. Hey Norm, I don't know why they're getting rid of Windows 7. It's the most reliable system that I've ever used is Windows 7. And a lot of broadcast software, which a few years back cost me thousands of pounds, will only run on Windows 7. Not 10, not 29, but that's how it is. Sasby, how are you? Thank you, Sasby. Where is Sasby? Doesn't say, but anyhow. Thank you for the email that says amazing tunes. And Tarek Miguel, thank you for your donation to Best Smooth Jazz, and also to Noel Allen, who's been a supporter of BSJ for many, many years. BSJ with Vincent Ingala on sax. Enjoyed that. That's Coast to Coast. BSJ. Rod Lucas at hotmail.com. RODLUCAS, without sounding too painful because I keep saying it. But we have lots of new people who join us on the YouTube channel and on the audio stream too. Here's Angie.
We're having a lot of fun in the chat room actually, because Al in a hot Atlanta, that means Atlanta, but it's really, really hot at the moment, has invited us all to go and have some char-grilled, lovely barbecue stuff. We're going to have steak, baked potatoes and gorgeousness, and one Irish rover who's just down the road in Asheville. He's interested in pairing the rioja with the steak. And Jan's just going to have a Marmite on toast because she's not keen on that sort of thing. Dale confirms that WKRP is in Cincinnati, thank goodness, because I can't say the other one.
Yeah, WKRP.
Yeah, do that again, Rod.
WKRP.
One more.
No.
Yeah,
no.
you see, you do that to me, don't you?
What?
You make me say it 3 times. Anyway, moving
No,
swiftly
what
on.
station does Frasier work for then on the on that TV
Frasier.
show?
I don't know.
I
Frasier.
started watching him in the mornings. I never really watched it first time round, nor Cheers.
It's very funny, actually. It's quite dry, isn't it?
He's good.
Yeah, like this wine, in fact, very dry wine. Anyway, Anne in Vacaville, California, loves the idea of our wine. She'd like to send us some wine, which is super. Would be lovely to have some. And she's got flowers just like ours in her
Where
office.
is she?
Vacaville in California.
Well, you know, the trouble is getting wine, because we've had it from listeners before, trying to get wine into the UK.
From the US.
From anywhere. Yeah, I don't know, it's just awful, you know, it's just so much grief. The thing is, here in the UK, you can bring in lots of illegal immigrants as they come in by their hundreds every month now, but trying to get a simple bottle of wine in is absolutely impossible.
It's impossible.
Yes, that's our fantastic government for you, folks. Don't matter what government it is, they're all so hopeless in everything, but everything they do.
I agree with you, Rob.
Of course you do.
Well, I agree with everything you say.
You do.
I have to, don't I? Then
Well,
I
that's
get
true, though, isn't it? I mean, you
another
get all
glass
these
of wine.
people coming in and stuff, but you can't get a bottle of wine in.
I know. Life is so unfair. We'll have to suck it up.
Yes, it's the best smooth jazz. Most of the ones we have on the show we pay for. And you don't get anything from Tesco anymore, do you?
We don't, not Tesco and not Sainsbury at the moment either. No. Could do with something, actually.
Yeah, tell Tesco and Sainsbury that they could get a mention on the show if it's any good.
I will tell them again, yes.
They probably didn't like it because we criticised some of their wine.
Well, we don't. The thing is, we say what the wine is like. There's no point in saying, oh, this is lovely, just because it's free. We do give honest critique.
Yeah, but I am an expert, Angie.
No, I don't think you are.
No,
Rod.
yeah, I don't think you so.
You haven't been doing it long enough.
Yes, thank you, caller. All the very best to you. Best smooth jazz. Here's foreplay. to say hello to Lydia in Brooklyn. Well, I just adore her music choices like so many of our listeners. Lydia, I've had a bit of grief to deal with here in the UK this week. But I caught up with your email and stuff, and I think that's a great idea. Best Smooth Jazz. Got someone on the line here?
Just say hello, my friend and the big family. Antonio Luis Brazil, thank you for the big, best Smooth Jazz.
Okay, man, thank you. Don't forget, when you leave me an audio message, leave me your name. Got a few spaces for next time round, so go to bsjvoicemail.com. That's bsjvoicemail.com. This is a man from Norway called Roy Stephenson on the Best Smooth Jazz. Got a couple of names there?
And Jay is listening, and his mum Lucille, who's in Charlotte, North Carolina. They always listen. They love it very much indeed. And I just wanted to say, when I'm tapping things out in the chat room, I always get these typos. And one of the typos, I said sorry for that typo. It came up as sooty for that typo. So I'm just like going around in circles. Really.
Sooty for what?
Sooty, because I tried to say sorry, so it put it into sooty.
I'm so sooty about that.
I'm so sooty about that. My fingers are too fast. Yeah, so it's really very. Yeah, I know.
I get all these emails, and they appear to be hate emails, like I hate your show, because I'm sure that they're being corrected, and it's their meaning to say I love your show.
I know. It just typos.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Rod.
Yeah. Oh, Angie, you're so clever. Oh yes, Best Smooth Jazz, Roy Stephenson. This is new. The Best Smooth Jazz, produced by Rod Lucas Jr., who worked hard on the show. Like last time round we did the show, we had a copyright strike for a tune that we played for a minute, which was James Ingram. They hit me for a minute. Everything else went through. Can you believe it? Best Smooth Jazz.
Hi, this is George Duke with Rod Lucas on Best Smooth Jazz from London. And this is something from me. Check it out.
We love you, George. Always will, George. Trust, like George Duke of Best Smooth Jazz. I love that track. Just a little vocal. Who's on the line?
Best Smooth Jazz. Thank you, Rod, for all the great music from Southern California, Orange County. Sandra Verdugo.
Hey, Sandra, we love you so much. We're just taking this track just back a little. There, we'll do it. BSJ, do it. BSJ, do it. BSJ, do it.
Hi Rod, loving the tunes as usual. Listening to you in a very sunny Rochester, Kent. Keep up the good work, my friend. Take care. Take care. Take care.
Yeah, can you believe that? On the last show that we did, I played about a minute's worth just to illustrate the tune 100 Ways, which you remember.
I do remember, and it was just to illustrate. It wasn't even the whole song.
All of my other tunes went through from all the big companies like Sony and WMG and all the rest of them. But they said, no, we've blocked your YouTube show all over the world because you played, Mr. Rod, you played, your naughty boy, smack your bottom, you played a minute of James Ingram singing 100 Ways.
Well, that'll be a lesson to you, won't it?
No, it won't be a lesson to me.
Oh, will it not?
You're talking to an Englishman. That's not a lesson to me. I'm saying no, absolutely no way.
Okay, then. Well, don't do it again. That's what I say.
Don't do what again,
What
Ange?
you did do. Don't illustrate something for 1 minute. If you're going to do it properly for a 3-minute song, but don't just... If it's going to be done for the goose, be done for the gander. Isn't that right? No?
That's a woman for you. Don't do it again. What do you think? My whole show's full of copyrighted music.
Yeah, I know that. God, you think I'm stupid?
Stupid idiots in corporate land.
Exactly. Have another sip of wine and you'll be okay, Rod.
Is that wine?
Do you like it?
Oh, it's growing on me.
Ah, it should do after 3 glasses, I should think.
3 bottles, yeah. Best Smooth Jazz to France now. This is Daniel Demange. Daniel Demarche. Haven't heard a new album from him for a long time. From his album Patchwork on London's best smooth jazz, where it's all going on.
In swinging England, we pamper people. So won't you unwind your weekend with us?
And now on breaking news, straight to the chat room. Here's Ange.
Hello, hi to Rachel. I know you're there. I can see you in the chat room. Hi to Sally. Sally, I hope you're having an absolutely super day. Sharice is there. We're having a lovely time listening to all the best grooves in the world. Hi to Charles King, and thank you very much for your support. Robert's in Glasgow, and James is in Bournemouth, where it's really lovely and sunny.
Where is Sally? She's not in Jacksonville, is she?
She is.
Yeah, well, she's only just escaped that hurricane.
I know, and I'm praying for all these lovely people because it's been very horrible for them, hasn't it?
It has, Sally. I'll send you a little email saying I hope you're okay there, as I do to listeners who are in danger of all these weather conditions. On London's best smooth jazz, all right here.
You'll find the fun radiates around swing in England.
Hey Rod, it's Sally and puppy dog Coco Chanel in Jacksonville, Florida. We love you here. I listen to you all day and sometimes into the evening. And when you make it to the U.S., the wine's on us. Keep it up. We love the music. Love the music. Love the music. Love the music.
Sally. It's got to be the same Sally, isn't it?
It is the same Sally. I'm sure it's the same Sally. Of course it is.
I don't think I've ever played that before. Best smooth jazz. We love you, Sal. Christoph Spendal and player Bossa Nova. They're Smooth Jazz. Who's on the line?
Hey Rod, it's Val Savaggio calling from Cape Cod. Leaving you a message. Really appreciate the smooth grooves and all the advice on the wines and your son's computer know-how. All your media systems are awesome and the songs are sounding better than ever. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much, Rod. Take care now.
Hey, Sal in Cape Cod, thank you so much. It's in Boston, ain't it?
I think it is, yeah.
Cape Cod. Who's that
Is it?
writer you like in Boston?
Oh, you put me on the spot, didn't you?
Oh, Stephen King, ain't it?
Stephen King's not in Boston, darling. He's right up there in
Massachusetts, which is Boston. Where's where Boston is?
He's near the lakes. He's right up very high.
Yeah, that's Massachusetts, isn't it? He's in New England, isn't he?
New England, yeah. Maine.
Oh, Boston.
Maine. He's in Maine. M-A-I-N-E.
Okay. Please, you remembered it in time.
Oh, you want
to leave off the milk, don't you?
No more wine for you.
Yeah, best smooth jazz. Do you remember Larry Glick, folks, on WBIZ in Boston? Did a super chalk show. He's not with us any longer, but I do remember him. Okay, a little bit of this.
Rod Lucas, London's music power.
Yes, this is Soji calling from Melbourne, Australia. Really love your station. The best. Keep the music playing. Thank you. Thank you.
So, marks out of 10 for this wine today.
Oh, now you're putting me on the spot because I quite liked it. I don't think you liked it as much as I did. It's quite good. It was a Muriel Rioja 2017, quite dry, good price. I'd say
it wasn't
7.
hard hitting, was it?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't the best we've ever had.
I give it a 5.
No, what? Surely more than a 5.
No, I give it a 5.
Sometimes we have a really horrible red wine.
No, in your opinion, we have a horrible wine, but not in my opinion.
But you
sorry
did
to tell you that.
To drink 3 glasses of it and the bottle is empty, so it can't have been that bad.
I've got to do it in the line of duty, mate.
Well, they went down pretty quick.
Well, I know. It's okay. It was a 5, wasn't it? I'm not saying it was a 0.
No, I would put it a little bit higher than that.
So how do you spell this wine?
Muriel, Muriel. This is an old lady name, which is a beautiful name, Muriel, and it's a Rioja from Spain, which is Rioja.
It's great. It's growing on me, but I'll still give it a 5.
Okay.
You give it a what?
How generous of you. I'd go to a 7, maybe. Yeah. Not my favourite ever, but hey ho.
Yeah, it's not devastating, is it?
Have you had enough wine? Then you don't want any more.
No, I'll have one more of them.
What of?
That one.
I haven't got any more. Like I said, it's empty.
Well,
you
get
drank it
another
all.
one, woman. Get another.
Something nicer, maybe?
Yes, best smooth jazz. This is brand new.
This is Sam from Chicago. Love your station. Watching on YouTube all the time. Thanks and keep it up. Thanks and keep it up. Thanks and keep it up. Thanks and keep it up.
Best Smooth Jazz. Hello, Dundee.
Hi, Rod. It's Scott Taylor from Dundee here. I just picked up your show after following on for Doug Chant. Just to say it's just getting better and better, and Smooth Jazz rocks. Brilliant stuff, mate. Thanks very much. Have a nice one. Cheers. Have a nice one. Cheers.
Playing the smoothest of smooth jazz with just a little grit right here. I mean, you don't want a box of chocolates, do you? Full of coffee creams or treacle jellies. I mean, you've got to have some other bits and pieces. That's Brian Simpson, I Remember When. And before that, something special from Tor Maniano. That's Smooth Jazz.
You're listening to the best smooth jazz with Rod Lucas.
You also don't want any grit in your chocolates, do you? Oh, you got a nice box of chocolates.
No, I don't want it in the wine, do I?
No, you don't want any grit in that. Thank you very much. Anyway, this, I've bought you some nice, lovely wine now. You like this one. This is Lindemann's. It's called the Discoverer. It's a Shiraz Cabernet Sauvignon, which is a blend. We love a blend anyway. And Dr. Henry Lindemann apparently discovered winemaking whilst travelling through Europe before venturing to Australia, which is where this wine is from. And he's been doing it since, 175 years. So I think it's amazing. It's really rather lovely. Dry, 13%. The year is,
Are you saying we've had this before?
We have had Lindemann's before, but maybe not the Discoverer before, because obviously there's lots of different Lindemann wines out there.
Well, we've moved from the last bottle because we finished it, and we're now on this one.
Yes, you finished the last bottle.
Because we like a fresh bottle of, or a couple of bottles of wine on each show.
Yes,
this is good. What is it?
It's Lindemann's. It's a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Shiraz. It's called the Discoverer. It's Australian. It's 13% again, 2018. But against the other one, this is much more mellow. I wouldn't say it was sweet because it's still quite dry.
It's fuller, isn't it? It's a much fuller feel.
It's got more taste. It's got
I like
cherries.
a full feel.
You like a full feel?
Yes, on the wines I do like a full feel.
Yeah, so much better. I think out of the two, you probably prefer this one.
I think you're correct there.
Don't deny it, Rod.
You know me so well, Ange.
I do.
Yeah. What's going on then?
Well, apart from that, we're all having a lovely time still in the chat room, and yes, so that's what's going on, babe.
Best Smooth Jazz. Join us in the chat room when we do the show live. Saturdays, 4 p.m. UK, 11 a.m. Eastern. We do the radio and TV show. We're on the live stream, and then you can catch us on the YouTube. But we won't be live on the YouTube, of course. Best Smooth Angie's all right here. Oh, yes. With the old Lindemann's. It's Norman Brown. Seems a nice guy. Play some nice tunes. Rod Lucas here. Not a Ron, not a Rob, not a Roy. It's Rod. Yeah. As in Rod the you-know-what. Best Smooth Jazz, wherever you are, welcome. So much bad news, isn't there, in the world now? I know they say, oh, Rod, we've had bad news all of our lives. Then we get these environmentalists and they say, well, we're getting all this because we've had 3 summers in a row that have been extremely hot. I don't know what to believe, who to believe, when to believe, and all that jazz. The governments are going crazy. Angie's going crazy. Norman Brown's going crazy. That was called Thinking of You from Norman Brown. Paul Hardcastle's going gravy.
Gravy?
Crazy.
You said gravy.
No, I didn't say...
Have another glass of wine, Rod.
No, I didn't say gravy. I said crazy. Oh, thanks very much for joining me on the show, Ange.
Listen back. Anyway, you're thinking what you're going to have. What you're going to have for supper, Rod? What you going to have?
Thank goodness Radio 2 never did take this show.
All in a day's work. Anyway, you're thinking about your supper, which I am too, because I like to provide.
I am thinking about my main meal of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you got? Don't say that word.
No, I'm not. Begins with a T though. T-bone steak with baked potatoes, green beans.
No, I know you haven't got a T-bone steak. Not a UK T-bone steak.
Green beans, mushroom and garlic and Merlot melt.
No, you haven't done that. Yeah. I know you haven't done that because it's too expensive up the butchers.
And for dessert, angel food. In fact, angel food strudel.
You haven't done that at all.
You don't know what I've done, do you?
No. Mary Nightingale did that for me a couple of weeks back.
I don't think she did.
No, she did.
Not that Mary.
She said, Rod, when I'm not reading the 6 o'clock news on ITV, what would you like me to get you? I said, Mary, what do you mean? She said, what do you want it? Do you want a big one or a small one?
Well, you like a cheese sandwich, don't you, Rod? Is that what you'd like to have?
Yeah, thanks, Ange. Thanks so much. Mary Nightingale here in the UK is a great, super sexy newsreader on ITV. And, anyhow, you haven't got a T-bone steak. And if you told anyone else in the world about our T-bone steaks here in the UK, they would have a good laugh. Because it's like a bit of spam.
Well, it's not a bit of spam, but it's not as wonderful as the US steaks because they are real.
The Americans know how to do a steak.
Yeah.
You look at it on YouTube right in this, 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick. Not like how much would you like for £25? Oh, I'd like 1/8 of an inch, please. Could you do that now? I can do less than that. Oh, well, thank you so much.
I would actually like that tonight. I would like a nice steak.
Ange comes back from the butcher's. I say, how much you pay for that? She says, 25 quid. I said, why don't you tell them to cut it a bit bigger?
And I say, why don't you go up there, Rod, and speak to the butcher man and tell him what you think?
Pardon me?
Yeah.
Thank you, caller. Best Smooth Jazz. This is Ear Candy Jazz Factory, and this is new. Hey, Tony Pratter, how are you? Thank you for your recent donation to Best Smooth Jazz. Want to help us along here? A commercial-free groove, no advertising, nothing. Best Smooth Jazz. Go to bsjonair.com. That's bsjonair.com and help me pay for the servers and all that jazz. Got a lot of servers to pay for this month, including the new security certificates, which you have to pay for double now. Man, going on. Kurt Thompson, all the best to you. And to Dave in BC. Is that Souk in BC? Thank you so much. On the Pacific West Coast Trail Road, enjoying your grooves. Thank you, Dave in BC.
Best Smooth Jazz!
Rod, this is Rosie from New York City. I want to let you know that I'm listening to your cool smooth jazz on my way to school, and I also want to thank you for making my mornings oh so great. Keep up the good work, Rod. Keep up the good work, Rod. Keep up the good work, Rod.
London's best smooth jazz, commercial free, no corporates here. We just do it because we just love doing it. And Geraldine, don't take in and notice what Angie, you don't know what she's talking about.
Oh.
No, you don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Well, no, because you do.
Where's my beer?
No, look what you've done with your glass.
I just turned it upside down on your script, that's all.
Exactly.
So...
that means no more wine.
I don't get any more?
Nope, no more.
No more tea?
You don't want tea, do you?
Cheese on toast?
Nope.
A rare bit on toast?
T-bone steak?
I do like a rare bit on toast.
No.
Yes, we've got Angie being extremely mean in the chat room.
Oh.
You should be in upstairs, downstairs, and Downton Abbey.
What is the Scottish lovely lady?
Woman downstairs.
The housekeeper.
In Downton Abbey. Smooth jazz. What are you looking at me like that for?
No, I'm just looking at you because you're being very naughty tonight, aren't you?
I feel a little bit like that today.
Yeah, je ne sais quoi, aren't you? Yeah.
Mary likes that.
So you've had enough to drink. That's the important question.
I certainly have not. We've got to shut this broadcast down in due course.
Yeah, when?
What, soon. Best smooth jazz. With me, super nice Rod Lucas and old Meanie Chops there, which is
Meanie Chops.
Angie Babes.
Who supplies the wine?
Well, yes, thank you, caller. Jazz. Who's on the line?
Greetings, Rod. I'm Norris from Greenville, South Carolina, USA. Just wanted to let you know that I've been listening to jazz for quite some time. I love it, and smooth jazz is my favorite. Wanted to let you know you are doing a fantastic job, and we are listening. Keep it up. Toodaloo.
Hey, Norris, South Carolina. Hope you survived all those hurricanes and stuff. And you're safe from what? Best smooth jazz. Give me a best smooth jazz.
Best smooth jazz.
Yes. From London, England, this is Wayman Tisdale, Mexico. Wayman Tisdale, Mexico, the smooth jazz. We're having a groove here. Now tell me about this wine. What is it?
This wine it's a Lindeman's from Henry Lindeman. It's Australian. It's 13%. It's from 2018. It's really lovely. Do you like it?
It's better than the last.
Yes, it is actually more mellow.
This is more us, isn't it?
Well, New World wines often are less rustic and less sharp around the edges and quite mellow, and this is a very good example of that.
Yeah, what did you pay for this?
That's an interesting question. This one was also reduced at the co-op, because that's where I went today. This is £6.90. No, £5.50.
$5.50 for this?
$5.50,
Not
yeah.
bad. Worth
reduced,
it,
reduced from about $7.99, I think.
I won't pay $7.99, but I'll pay that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. I only buy things that are on like stuff like that. Cheaper.
Well, you are so sensible, Ange, and that is nice. Well done.
I am sensible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lindeman's.
Lindeman's, Henry Lindeman. We've had it before. Not this particular one. This is Discoverer, and this is pretty good.
We love it. Best Smooth Jazz from London, UK with Chris Standring and Have Your Cake and Eat It, which is always the thing. Lucille in Hampstead, the track you wanted is by Roy Stephenson. He's from Norway. Check him out online. You can hear all his stuff. I thought it was rather nice from an independent music smooth jazz artist on the Best Smooth Jazz.
Now, I suspected that was Chris Standring because, and I've written it down here, because he had that little vocoder thing going on. And I'm not very good at recognising a lot of the tracks.
Yeah, he does that, yes.
Yeah, and I thought, is that well done me for recognising it was him.
Oh, absolutely, Ange. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Yeah, where are those steaks then?
They're on the grill, on the char grill at the moment.
Yeah, cheese on toast, you mean?
No, we're not having cheese on toast.
The album is The Rite of Passage. R-I-T-E. Rite of Passage. Kim Scott. 2013. For Lydia and her mum. And if her mum isn't in the same room, for Lydia. Best Smooth Jazz. Tree Tops. Best Smooth Jazz. With Angie Babe, she'd been a groove this time round.
This is very beautiful already. I like this one.
Yeah, this is the one you said don't play MFSB because you get a copyright strike.
Oh, good. So you've swapped it for this. Well done.
No, I didn't swap
Thank
it.
you.
This was the original one, and I said I'm driving this plane. You can't have a say about whether I get a copyright strike or not.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you, Rodney, because
No,
you're being
don't
very naughty.
argue with me.
No, you did say. Anyway, I love this better.
I said I'm playing MFSB to play out. And you said, no, don't do that because you get a copyright strike. And I said, doesn't matter.
Okay, so this one now is...
Mother, Father, Sister, Brother.
Okay, thank you.
naughty. Right, let's start it again. Can I just say, on behalf of the audience, the whole listening public, tune into this show and on YouTube when it goes up for 10,000 views per week. I just want to say you've been extremely naughty.
Well, don't get me back for the next show, but I thought you said something about treetops. You did?
I just played it.
Oh, okay then.
I just played Treetops by Kim Scott.
Oh, Kim Scott. Oh, now I'm with you. Yes, of course.
Angie has just been naughty today.
I gave you some wine.
I come out into the conservatory after I've done the show. About an hour later, I say I've got a copyright strike. She said, but that's because of MFSB, isn't it? You keep playing it, but you keep doing it, don't you?
And you still keep getting it.
Yeah, thank you. No, I've just got to start this tune again because you insist on talking over it.
Don't keep doing it, Rod. Don't.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Happy Christmas. Happy Easter.
No more wine for you.
Oh.
Where are your shoes? Are you going to take them off?
I may never reappear again.
Yeah, being rather silly, aren't you?
Yeah. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Say goodnight.
Good day.
Say goodnight.
Good day.
Say goodnight. Best smooth jazz. Best smooth jazz. Best smooth jazz. Best smooth jazz. Catch us on YouTube sometime. Catch us on YouTube sometime. Catch us on YouTube sometime. It's great over there, mate, I'll tell you. Flamenco Guitar Masters, their version, Year of the Cat. I wish Peter White would do an instrumental version of that. The band who made it in the first place, BSJ, London. Year of the Cat, Flamenco Guitar Masters on the best smooth jazz. Before we leave it for this session round.
That was absolutely lovely. Thank you. I really liked that very much.
Good.
And a great old hello to lovely dear Keith. Lovely Keith. Love to Clarice, Sue and Colin, of course, and other people that we know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done. Angie, baby. You've had a good time this time, right?
We've had a lovely time, yeah.
I've given you another lovely good time.
No, I really like that one, though. That Year of the Cat. Thank you. Beautiful.
Yeah, but I've still given you a good time, haven't I?
Yeah, but I gave you the good wine.
Hey, babes, giving you a good time, haven't I?
Not that good. Keep going, Rod.
Full of support is Ange. Best smooth jazz. Stay tuned on the stream. People have got to leave us in the next few minutes, especially TV viewers. This is Bob James, New York Sam. You can shake it to this, can't you?
I'm shaking.
having a large one. Having a large one.